The internet exploded last night and, not in the normal celebrity posted a cryptic emoji way. No, this was a full-blown digital detonation after MO3’s brother appeared on Livestream. Eyes red, voice cracking, delivering what might be the most.
I'm back with Mo3. Mo3 had all them sad running instead. Rapped about it, yeah, nigga went and got my sucked after I shot your truck up, Dad.
Yeah, around. Gonna pop some bottles, bitch! It's bottle popping time.
Dramatic, bone-shaking message Dallas has heard all year. And who was this emotional lightning bolt aimed at? None other than Trap Boy Freddy, the unofficial king of I didn't do nothing but somehow I'm always in the headlines. In a moment that felt like equal parts breaking news, church testimony, and a reality show meltdown. Mo3’s brother stared into the camera with the intensity of a Netflix villain and dropped a warning. So chilling that even people who weren't watching felt a sudden breeze. It wasn't just a rant. It wasn't just grief. It sounded like the opening chapter of a scandal the city didn't ask for but absolutely can't stop talking about. And if you thought this drama ended in 2020, oh no. According to the streets, this is just the sequel nobody was prepared for. In this fictional parody version of events, the moment the live stream began, the entire internet seemed to tilt forward as Mo3’s brother appeared on screen with swollen eyes and a trembling voice that carried the weight of years of bottled frustration, and the kind of emotional pressure that could crack the concrete under an entire city. People were already spamming the comments before he even spoke, but when he finally leaned closer to the camera and whispered the name, Trap Boy Freddy, it was as if someone had pressed an invisible panic button across Dallas, because even in this fictional universe nobody triggers digital earthquakes quite like Freddy, who somehow manages to fall into controversies the way toddlers fall into toy baskets, which is to say constantly and without warning. The brother did not arrive to talk politely or offer calm explanations because the tone of his voice suggested something deeper. Something.
A Dallas rapper was murdered outside of his car on I-35 near the Dallas Zoo.
It is a stark example of the city's struggle to control violent crime. Police say the victim, a hip-hop musician named Mo3, was approached by the killer on I-35. Both men stopped their vehicles. The victim got out, took off, started running, but was shot several times on the highway. A bystander inside another vehicle was also hit. Police say that person did not suffer life-threatening injuries. Police are still looking for the shooter.
Older, something that had been simmering beneath the surface long enough to leave scorch marks. He began speaking about betrayal, about fake circles, about the kind of loyalty that evaporates as soon as the lights come on, and he described people who had smiled beside MO3 in public but vanished like ghosts the moment real support was needed. The comment section started vibrating with theories, and fictional insiders suddenly emerged claiming they had been waiting years for someone to finally say what was being said on that screen. Then, in the middle of this emotional unraveling, he dropped the sentence that detonated across the timeline like a verbal explosion when he said that karma does not miss anybody, and instantly every viewer felt a chill run down their spine because the seriousness in his tone made it sound less like a comment and more like a prophecy.
The suspect, who was armed with a firearm, began firing several rounds at the victim, striking him. In doing so, the suspect also struck an innocent bystander who was sitting in his vehicle.
Kill Mo3. I'm mad in the mother. Every time I pass by that mother highway and this bitch ass will celebrate. Fuck you, Trap Boy Freddy. You a straight up bitch ass good nigga. Go to the feds for one day and get out. You a bitch ass. You in yellow bees. Look what happened to you. Was cursed. I told you when Mo3 died, you bitch would go be cursed. You nigga careers was go drown and die. I told you that.
Within minutes, imaginary sources began circulating online claiming there had been murmurs in Dallas for weeks about strange movements, late-night meets, suspicious conversations in parking lots, and cryptic whispers at corner stores, and fans grabbed these rumors like they were top-secret government files, even though none of them were confirmed or even logical. But logic has no place in a moment like this because the brothers' emotion created its own atmosphere, a thick, heavy tension that wrapped around the livestream like fog. People began digging up old interviews, old screenshots, old blurry photos that may or may not have even been from the same decade, and every piece of content was being treated like evidence in a case that the internet had just reopened by collective force. One anonymous commenter even wrote that if people knew what they knew, the whole city would unplug their Wi-Fi and disappear into silence. Then the brother took a long shaky breath, leaned in so close, the screen caught every tear and every shadow, and said something that made the entire room on the other side of the live stream fall into absolute stillness before he leaned back as his voice cracked and the picture shook for a moment and everything paused. In this fictional parody continuation, the silence that followed that trembling pause felt heavier than the words themselves because everyone watching could sense that the emotional storm had only shifted, not ended, and it created a tension so thick that even
And you know, at the beginning, Yellow guy blamed Freddy.
Why you say that?
You should have looked on his face when he asked him, you want to go look at some gangster, you want to hear some gangster music? And he played that diss song, and then Freddy kept on with them diss songs. He kept on, and Yellow probably over there like, man, shut the fuck up. They was happy at first. I would be happy too. Man,
There was a
you gotta get this. You got this big gorilla on y'all back. He made it hard for them to move. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, like
people who joined the live stream late felt as if they had walked into a room where something serious had just been said. The comments kept flying at a speed almost impossible to read, and viewers were demanding answers, explanations, confirmations, anything that would turn this swirling cloud of suspense into something solid. But the brother remained locked in a kind of emotional trance, staring at the camera as if he were looking through it and into every person watching. People online started stitching together their
Yellow had been trying to sit down with me for a while.
Let's talk about
And I ain't really want to sit down with no rappers, homie, especially from this area. Cause I feel like, homie, for one, I ain't know how smart is. To my mind, yeah, you know.
you thought every rapper's a dumb nigga or some shit? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think every rapper's a dumb, stupid. You gotta be dumb to make words rhyme.
own theories, claiming that this moment was connected to past fictional disputes and invented secret meetings and imaginary, hidden messages in old posts, as if the entire internet had suddenly become a giant detective board filled with red string, but none of it had any confirmed truth behind it because the whole situation existed only within this dramatic.
I got mad. Talking about representing his motherfucking hood. Fuck y'all hood. And I told you, fuck your hood to your face, boy. Every last one of you looked out, trap boy Freddy, fuck your hood. Told you that to your face. And you whole ass was froze stiff like a deer and a mother caught in his head like, caught that. Talking about going in my mouth. You still ain't hit me in the mouth. You gotta catch me sleep or from behind. But face to face, made all you trap boy, and I'm gonna press charges on you. Cause one thing I know, trap boy Freddy, you just got out on federal probation. You can't have no run-in with the law. I got your name on the report number as a nigga that's making the threats. It's called in concert. Y'all got me f***ed up, nigga. I've been going to the club every week with no mother problem, getting number love, and soon as these sad with trap boy Freddy, cause they in the gang of cause these can't walk by themselves like walking by his motherfucking self with no motherfucking security and running into you that dissing your hood like I diss it on the motherfucking internet. And what you do, go to putting up dresses, so I raise up them dresses and go to exposing you clitoris, making that hoe release out of you. What I tell you, let that hoe go. I heard that hoe knocking, let her go. And trap boy Freddy, you caught that too. I should have slapped you, dad, cause you the leader. But I ain't no violent man. But I was finna get violent with every bite one of them in the face, yelling in my face, talk, bite his cheekbone, and leave a permanent mark, having feeling insecure as a yellow with a mark on his cheek. Give a damn about jumping on me. Yeah. That's why I see why MO3 had you that scared. Running around too cute, young smoking black and mild like blunts. See how the nigga young smoking them black and mild can't fight worse? Black and mild smoking ass young nigga. Yeah, dope fiend baby ass. Man, f*** these boy.
Fictional narrative. Still, the intensity of his voice gave the audience something to hold on to, and they treated every word with the seriousness of a breaking news broadcast. Then he finally spoke again, and his tone had shifted completely, transforming from raw pain into a kind of quiet warning that felt like it carried layers nobody could fully decode. He said that people pretend to be blind until the light hits them, and that line alone sent the comment section into another eruption, as viewers interpreted it in 100 different ways, some saying he was calling out the city, some saying he was addressing old rivals, and others saying he was speaking to himself, trying to release emotions that had been buried too long. Meanwhile, fictional insiders started claiming that behind the scenes, certain people were already panicking, arranging calls, pulling strings, and checking old messages, as if this emotional outburst had the power to shake imaginary alliances that had been
Make me mad, trap boy. I'll find out every dope spot you got and shut that down. You better shut your up, little boy. Put the police on every last one of you. You better shut your up, trap boy, Freddy. Your weed house is gonna get shut down. I don't give a about no shooters. Shooters get arrested too. You talking about I shut them weed houses down, trap boy. All that dope and weed y'all selling over there. I know which FBI agents to call to put on your mother where you don't get out of jail, boy. Let her say my name again out of Oak Cliff, trap boy. I'm shutting that down. All that dope y'all selling out that studio, I'm gonna make one phone call. You too, Yellow. Better sit y'all little young down somewhere. I'm cleaning this up around.
Untouched for years. The online crowd treated every rumor like a clue, and every silent moment like a revelation, and the tension kept rising as the brother lifted his head slowly and wiped his face with the back of his hand before staring straight into the lens, with an expression that looked like heartbreak mixed with determination. He said that some truths hurt more than lies, and the way he spoke made it sound like the next thing he said might change the entire direction of the conversation, and viewers leaned so close to their screens that some probably forgot to breathe. As he inhaled deeply and steadied himself, and for a moment, even the comments slowed, as if the entire audience sensed that something important was about to be revealed, and then he opened his mouth to continue, but before the words formed, the screen glitched slightly, and the image froze just long enough to make thousands of viewers think the connection had completely cut, and panic swept through the text as they waited for the next moment to unfold. In this fictional parody narrative, the glitch on the screen felt like the universe itself hitting pause at the most crucial moment. And it left everyone sitting in that sharp breath of uncertainty, wondering what truth was about to spill out, and what storm it might unleash across the city. And now that you have seen how deep the emotions run, how heavy the tension feels, and how many questions are still hanging in the air, the real question becomes, what do you think happens next? Because this story is far from over, and the voices behind the scenes are getting louder by the minute. Do you believe the warnings were aimed at someone specific, or was the brother finally releasing years of pressure that had been building in silence? Do you think the city is ready for the next chapter, or are we just standing at the edge of something much bigger waiting to break open? I want you to tell me exactly what you think in the comments, because your theories drive this entire investigation forward. And if you want every twist, every clue, and every hidden detail that drops next, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next moment in this unfolding storm.